Thank you, Serenity. Well, today is a weather impact alert day. We're tracking Hurricane Beryl as it's heading toward East Texas, bringing gusty winds and very heavy rain. This is a look at our radar, so what's happening outside right now. Some rain bands making it along I-30. Most of us, though, just sitting under cloud cover this morning. If you look out to the south, that's where we're seeing Hurricane Beryl just spin along the Gulf Coast. Gusty winds, we've seen some tornado warnings out near the Houston area out of this storm. As it continues its trek up to the north, we'll probably see more of those in the coming hours. Heavy rainfall has come out of this as well. In the brighter colors, that's where we're seeing higher rain totals from our radar estimates. Out toward Brazosport, around 8 inches of rain from our radar estimates. Very dangerous flooding out of this. And we'll see these rain totals continue to stack up. And especially as the storm makes it up to the north, we'll see even more rain here in East Texas. So this is right now a Category 1 hurricane. As it leaves the Gulf, it's going to leave all of the warm water, which is helping to feed it and keep it strong. So it should weaken down to a tropical storm. We expect that to happen closer to 1 p.m. today. That's according to the National Hurricane Center. Still gusty winds coming out of this. It should make it to our area still as a tropical storm and not weaken until it exits the Lone Star State. Lots of gusty winds as this continues through. And as it continues its way, it can make it potentially all the way to the Great Lakes, still as a storm system, not a tropical system necessarily, but we're still seeing that organized storm activity. I'll show you what it'll look like potentially. This is our future skycast. Around 7 a.m. is when we'll start to see rain out to our southernmost regions. As it continues its trek up to the north, very gusty winds. It's going to kick out lots of rain as well, potentially a couple isolated tornadoes as we near the 10 o'clock hour. This is close to 3 p.m. Still very dangerous wind gusts outside. We're going to see heaviest wind out toward Crockett and Groveton, out toward that area. This will continue its way up to the north. By the time we get to late tonight, most of deep East Texas should be out of the worst of the rain. But still, we're seeing those gusty winds, potentially maybe a couple of hailstones as this continues its trek up to the north. It'll stay with us all the way through early tomorrow morning, and we won't start to dry out until tomorrow around 10 o'clock. Now, where we're going to see the worst of the storm, that's going to be out toward Crockett and Groveton. We have a tropical storm warning there. That's not something that we see very commonly in East Texas. That means that we're going to see wind between 30 to 45 miles per hour with gusts up to 75 miles per hour. That is very damaging wind. That's for all the areas that are highlighted in orange, so that includes parts of Houston. We still have a hurricane warning in effect for areas out along the coast, though, where the hurricane is still spinning and bringing dangerous conditions outside. Now, we also have a flood watch in place for the areas highlighted in green on your screen. That goes into effect at 7 a.m. and continues through 1 a.m. tomorrow. This is for the heavy amount of rain that is going to fall out of the system, creating dangerous driving conditions. If you can avoid travel today, it would be a good day to do so. If you stack up our rain totals over the next 72 hours, which is how long it should take for the hurricane to officially clear all of our area, it's going to stack up to between 3 to 6 inches, potentially some areas locally receiving closer to 10. So very heavy rainfall. Remember to never drive into a flooded area. It only takes a little bit of water to wash away a vehicle. So the impact, it's going to start right around 7 a.m. when we'll see the heavy rain and gusty winds make it to our area and continue all the way through tomorrow morning. I'm guessing closer to the 10 o'clock hours when we finally start to clear out. Now, Beryl is going to be moving through East Texas. Heavy rain gusts and some high rainfall. Also, again, potentially some isolated tornadoes. You're going to see it on the front right edge of this storm system as it passes through. So make sure that you are sticking with us for the most recent updates. Otherwise, lots of gusty winds coming through. By the time we get to 10, we'll see around 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts out to the south. This will continue its trek up to the north. Lots of gusty winds, around 60 miles per hour for most of us. Some areas reaching that 75-mile-per-hour mark. This will continue its way up to the north, and we'll see wind gusts continuing with us all the way through the afternoon. Now, it's starting at 7 a.m. severe storms. Make sure that you are staying weather aware over the rest of the day today and into tomorrow. So today, 100% chance of rain. We'll be topping out in the 80s. We'll keep the 80s tomorrow with more rain through the morning, then we finally start to dry out on Wednesday.